Hey kids, welcome to geography class. What's the capital of Mozambique? I don't know. Google that shit. I am going to teach you geography you won't learn in school but need to know. Like today's lesson, who hates who? That's something you gotta know. If your cab driver is Serbian, you can't be talking about that trip you took to Croatia. You're gonna get your ass thrown out on the street. So I'm gonna tell you who hates who around the globe, but I'm not gonna get into why, because I know I'll get one little thing wrong and then both of them gonna be mad at me, and I don't want Kyrgyzstan in my mentions. Yeah, there they go already. Okay, let's begin. Chinese and Japanese hate each other. Indians and Pakistanis can't stand each other. Vietnamese and Cambodians do not want to be in the same room at all. Turks and Armenians hate each other. Turks and Greeks also hate each other. Turks and Kurds, they hate each other too. Honestly, Turkey is the Nene Leaks of Europe. They always at the center of some shit. You got the Russians and the Chechenians, they always arguing. Hungarians and Roma, Dinka and the Nur, the Irish and the British, Scots and the British, English and the British. Honestly, that whole island hates itself. Ghana and Nigeria. Now, from what I understand about this beef, this one is mostly about rice. See, here's the thing. Nigerians think Ghanaian rice tastes like concrete, and Ghanaians think Nigerian rice is a bigger international crime than their email scams. Fortunately, centuries of colonialism have made both countries too poor to afford a nuke, so it don't really matter that much. Iranians and the Saudis, Saudis and the Houthis, Saudis and the Qataris, Saudis and the Israelis, although now they're becoming friends because they both hate the Iranians more. In a way, Iran is really bringing the Middle East together. You got the Sudan and South Sudan, North Korea and South Korea. Matter of fact, if there's two countries with the same name, they definitely hate each other. And then, of course, you've got the Israelis and the Palestinians. I said I'm not getting into it. God damn. All right, let's wrap this up. Last beef, America and everybody else. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna give it to you straight, kids. Every other country hates us. They all hate us. Some of them we invaded, some of them we overthrew, most of them we bombed, some of them we saved from the Nazis, so I don't know why they mad. But it is what it is. The game is the game. But that leads me to my tip of the day, kids. If you ever travel abroad, do what I do. Pretend you're Canadian. Hell yeah. You put that maple leaf on your head right there, man, because see, here's the thing. If it's one country that nobody hates, it's Canada. To be honest, I don't know what that's all about, but I'm gonna make it work for me. That's it for today, kids. See you next time in geography class. Eh?
How business works. This is a factory. It's where we make the products we use. At the loading dock, raw materials arrive to start the process. Inside, workers do specialized jobs on the assembly line. In the office, managers plan how to move the whole operation overseas. These talks spill over into steak dinners where difficult choices are made. This is the new, cheaper factory in Cambodia. With increased profits, shareholders and executives are able to buy yachts, artwork, narcotics, politicians, and memberships in sadistic sex cults. Through this process, America's business leaders keep the country running while turning old factories into loft apartments for their adult children, who do filmmaking, photography, and other fake things. This process will be repeated until the system collapses, leaving us scavenging for berries and potable water. And that is how business works.
All right, settle down, everyone. Because today we're learning about something that's blowing up all over the world. No, not climate change, okay? I don't teach boring stuff in this classroom. I'm talking about K-pop. It's why your cousin suddenly speaks Korean more fluently than English. And believe it or not, K-pop used to be something that only Koreans knew about. The rest of the world wasn't always into it. Like how there was a time when white people didn't know about yoga. The first group to really break through internationally was the Kim sisters. Sukja, Ilja, and Minja started singing as children during the Korean War for American GIs. They sang, they danced, and they played 20 instruments. I can't even name 20 instruments. Saxophone. In 1959, they got a contract to perform in Vegas. Ed Sullivan was taping a show there, and they managed to book a performance on the show. They were such a hit, they got asked back 20 more times. Do you know how great you have to be to get asked back to anything 20 times? I don't even get invited to join LinkedIn that much. Unfortunately, the growth of K-pop hit a bump in the road soon after, when South Korea fell under the dictatorship of President Park Chung-hee, who started banning music. They even created blacklists of songs that radio stations couldn't play. Everyone's end-of-year Spotify summary just said, your most played song was the national anthem. But Korean artists kept making music that challenged the status quo, like folk singer Han Dae-soo, whose albums were banned for anti-government messaging, or rock guitarist Shin Kyung-hyun, who, the story goes, defied the dictator's request to write a song in his honor. And let's face it, wanting a song to be written about you is classic dictator behavior. Right after military parades and having a weird haircut everyone tells you looks great. By the 80s, the dictatorship had loosened. And by loosened, I mean the dictator was assassinated. But whatever, it made listening to the radio fun again. Outside music was allowed back in the country, and two of the most influential genres became hip-hop and R&B. Black artists from Michael Jackson to Run DMC reshaped the musical landscape of South Korea. It inspired performers like Deuce, DJ DOC, and Sir Taiji and Boys, who are the earliest examples of K-pop as we know it today. They even made it into the movie soundtrack for Three Ninjas Kick Back. You didn't think we'd be watching a movie in class today, did you? Yeah, well, I didn't think I still have a hangover, but sometimes life surprises you. This was a big moment for Korean pop music, even if the song was being played over a scene set in Japan. But give them a break, okay? They're the Three Ninjas, not the three cultural sensitivity experts. The next big step towards today's K-pop was in the 1990s, when major music studios started putting performers together in boy and girl bands. That's right, Korea was doing that long before Simon Cowell's nips ever started poking through his t-shirts. That's a no from me, dog. It's no surprise this new wave of K-pop blew up around the world. It featured complex melodies, unlike any other pop music, and always had next-level dance choreography. To this day, those remain the signature elements of K-pop. That and being Asian. Very important requirement. This new generation of K-pop stars became so successful, the government started to take notice and soon launched a program to promote Korean music around the globe. They saw K-pop as a way to boost Korea's cultural strength and economy without having to do a Squid Game. But one of the biggest K-pop sensations was a surprise no government could predict. I'm sorry, I know it took you 10 years to get this out of your head, but we gotta talk about it. Gangnam Style was the first video to break 1 billion views on YouTube. It was so popular, UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon praised the song, saying the arts was the path to cultural understanding. He said that about Gangnam Style. That's like if they played Baby Shark during a war and all the soldiers started laying down their weapons and hugging each other. Since then, the rest of the world is more into K-pop than ever before. From girl groups like Girls' Generation and Blackpink to artists like CL. But let's get to the group you've been waiting for. The reason you all enrolled in this class in the first place. BTS. 3 letters so important, the rest of the alphabet doesn't even exist anymore. They've dominated the charts. They've generated billions in revenue. They made it okay to eat butter again. They even increased tourism to South Korea. I mean, I'm glad my fans aren't that devoted, because then they'd have to travel to Australia, which, trust me, you don't want to do that. BTS is without a doubt the biggest group in the world. You can tell by their fans. The BTS army is the second largest military after the US, and they've drawn 0 weddings. BTS might be on hiatus, but there's so much new K-pop we can enjoy while they're gone. And now you know how it got to where it is today. Oppa Gangnam Style! Oh, now it's in my head again. Get it out. Get it out.
How to be a journalist. Journalism is an incredibly important profession, according to most journalists. And it's easier than ever to be a journalist. You just have to be the son of a journalist, or 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 the son of a politician, or the daughter 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 of a politician, or the son of a Vanderbilt. Ask your parents and see.
Grandpa Lou, I'm Billy. I'm 9 years old, and one day I'm going to be President of the United States.
Well, first off, don't call me Grandpa, kid. Secondly, no, you're not. You'll have to wait until you're 35, and this country's not going to be around that long. But if you like throwing your weight around and holding the fate of people in the palm of your hand, why not enter the exciting field of reality show judges? There's voting. People respect your opinion even though you have no clue what you're talking about. And the best part is you'll never have to eat a corn dog in Iowa. So be that instead. I command it.
Grandpa Lou, I love animals. I have a dog and a cat now, and my dream job when I grow up is to help them by becoming a veterinarian.
Again, it's not Grandpa Lou. It's guidance counselor Lou. And unfortunately, vet school can cost over $300,000 and will take you decades to pay off. Because people love their pets, but they love their money more. I'm not taking out a second mortgage to fix Muffin's thyroid. Lucky for you, it's a cheaper way to work with animals without all the hassle. The Russian circus, an unregulated paradise of animal performers. You'll get to treat all kinds of furry friends, from endangered species sold on the black market to a panda that you're pretty sure is actually just a dog painted black and white. And you don't only get to care for bears, you'll get to wrestle them. What a treat, huh? I'm gonna sign you up.
Grandpa Lou, I'm Kylie, and when I grow up, I want to be an astronaut.
That's a great career choice. I mean, to be an astronaut, you have to be an expert in math and science. And if you're trapped in the American educational system, you've got no chance at that. So I suggest you try for another job that will let you enjoy the majesty of space. An usher at a planetarium. You get to experience distant worlds. So do that instead. All right, last kid, I am getting sick of this shit.
Mr. Black, I'm Olivia, and I want to become a mid-level account representative for our marketing company.
Now that's a career choice. You don't need any advice from me, Olivia. You get what life's all about. Set a realistic goal, achieve it, and spend your weekends drinking margaritas at Chili's. All right. Well, that's enough correcting kids' hopeless dreams. Until next time, goodbye from Grandpa Lou. Guidance Counselor Lou. Damn it, now they've got me doing it.
Hi, kids. Welcome to Miss Desi's Math for Real Life. Calculus is cool and all, but if you're part of the 99% of adults who don't become math teachers, you'll want to learn some math that you won't learn in school. Now, there are 2 times normal adults use math. Tipping your waiter 20%.
This is only 8%.
And buying a home. Buying a home is like getting married. It's a huge decision, and you're only going to do it 1 to 4 times in your life. Lucky for you, I'm a licensed real estate agent, like 1/3 of adults in America, so I can help you through this big decision. Step 1, determine your budget. Usually, to buy a house, you'll need to put 20% of the price as a down payment. So for a $500,000 house, you'll need to have $100,000 in savings. But you only have $3,000. Don't worry, we'll figure that out later. Let's move on to the fun part. Step 2, find a house. Look at all these beautiful houses.
I'm a Victorian. I'm mid-century modern. And we're twins.
But you can't afford any of these houses. Oh wait, but what about that one on the end over there? That looks nice.
I'm only affordable because a murder happened in me, and I can't stop thinking about it. My walls will never be clean.
In realtor speak, we call this character. So let's put an offer in. Step 3, put in an offer. An offer is the price you tell the seller you're willing to pay for the house. Let's offer $750K contingent on inspection. I think that's good. Ooh. They counted at $2 million last and final. I know it's more than we talked about, but I suggest we take it. There's a Saudi shell company right behind you ready to pay all cash. Just a quick thing, I'm paid on commission, so it's really important to me that you buy this house, but not really important to me that you can afford it. So you'll accept? Congrats! On to step 4, under contract. Once you've signed the initial contract, now it's time to send a forest worth of paperwork to the bank. They'll need pay stubs, bank statements, W-2s, a credit report, a letter from your employer, and your parents' address. Because somebody's gonna pay for this house. While you fill all that out, let's get the house inspected.
Hello, Mr. Wrench. How's the house looking?
Yeah, it's falling apart. You got black mold, the furnace is shot, and the septic system needs to be replaced.
That's right, the septic system. I bet you didn't know this house has a big tub of shit under it. It's right next to the well. Step 5, closing day. Once the bank approves your paperwork, you sign the final contracts with the previous owner and the bank, and you own the house. Specifically, you own 20% of the house. The rest belongs to the bank. Oh, which reminds me, meet Marty the mortgage.
Where's my money? You better have it by the 1st of the month, or your ass will be out in the street. I don't give a crap if it's winter.
So remember to pay your mortgage. And be happy, because you're living the American dream. You own a home. And that's math class.